Okay, folks, today is the 21st of April, 2025. It's a Monday, and I was off today. Nice day, and I decided to finally go ahead and change the gear in the rear end of my 64 Pontiac. If you've followed my channel, you know this car has some NASCAR history, and originally it was equipped with a 256 gear in the rear end. It's got a 57 to 64 Pontiac Olds rear end in it. I think they're 9 7/8 diameter ring gear. Just literally a school bus spec axle in this car. These axles were famous for hot rod applications back in the 60s, early 70s. Anyway, this car just runs and drives great, but I really don't care for the 256 rear end. The Turbo 400 that I have in this car doesn't like it either. I think it probably came out of a truck originally, or at least the governor that's in it did, and it wouldn't even shift into third gear until about 45 miles an hour. Anyway, interestingly, I was able to connect with another fella that had another 64 Pontiac that also supposedly belonged to Enoch Staley back in the 60s. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it's probably pretty slim. And it was a lower model car than the one I have, and it just had a 3-speed manual transmission in it on the column, and as a result of that, it had a 323 gear in the rear end. This is it right here. He sold me the third member out of it, and then this is the one that came out of my Pontiac, and you can see how much smaller in diameter the ring gear is. There's a pretty big difference there. And the pinion gear in this one is ginormous compared to that one. I haven't done a tooth count yet, but I have just checked the ratio on this one, just turning it. But it's in good condition. Looking forward to getting it in the car. Only took me about 40 minutes to get it out of the car. Didn't even spill any oil on the ground, which is because I drilled a hole in the bottom of the housing last year when I was getting this thing on the road in order to drain the oil out of it so that I could change the oil in the rear axle. I just drilled about a 3/8 hole and then tapped it and put I think it's got a 1/4 inch or a 3/8 inch pipe plug in it now for a drain. Works pretty good. Here's the axles out of this thing. It's got big axles. Haven't counted the splines on them. Wheel bearings are in good shape. I think the hardest part of this little project here probably is going to be making a gasket for the housing when I get ready to put this thing back together here in a few minutes. But we'll see how it goes. I might decide to just order one and wait. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll probably post another video once I get it all back together and take it for a test drive. This car was already capable of smoky burnouts. It'll probably be even more peppy now, I'm sure. That's going to be a big difference in the gear ratio. Well, thanks for watching.